Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Alright, so I got a little confused in the last episode. I admit, this temple is kind of confusing. But what I was actually supposed to do is go back to that first room where we met Rudo and change the water level and find that cracked wall that we saw earlier and blow it up. Easy, right? Yeah, okay, now I am actually beginning to see why people don't like this dungeon. It's pretty confusing. A lot of things aren't very straightforward. The boots explain, they just talk for themselves. Talking boots. And we'll blow up this crack in the wall that looks kind of like a vagina. There's no other crack like this in the entire game to my knowledge. This is the only one. I guess it needs to be glaring so we remember it and go back to it. But I don't know. It's just I still didn't even remember to go back to it. I just played this thing like earlier today. So yeah, that's still a little bit confusing. But I guess it's a temple and it's gotta have puzzles. But I don't know. It's weird. Well, I guess kind of the point of this game is exploration. So, but if you're just exploring all over the place in this huge area, just trying to find that one thing, and you can get lost in this place very easily because, like, everything looks the goddamn same, and you're trying to remember, like, which level and which room you want to go into. I mean, the other temples were a little bit more linear, but this one, it's just confusing. Like, right now, I want to go up to the place where the water was to change the water level, but I have no idea where the hell I'm going because it's confusing. Let's see, was this it? Wait, where did I come out of? Let's see. Yeah, this is the West Worm. This is the West Worm. Yes. Okay, this is the West Worm. That annoying-ass tektite should come out at us soon. There we go. Yeah, gotta be ready for this guy. Because he will ruin your whole day, and possibly some of tomorrow as well. Because, like, you know, when something ruins your day, and then sometimes you're having a good day the next day, and then your day just kind of goes, after you remember that thing, it's like, oh yeah, that made me feel bad yesterday. I don't feel very good right now because of thinking of that. That's what that tektite is. Anyways, gotta make this higher. And after that, we need to go, let's see. Ah, yes. We will be doing things, hooray, in a kind of an annoying room. There's a lot of those in this temple. I've been finding those kind of annoying rooms where it's just like, I don't want to do this room. Alright, first off, okay, yeah, I'm going with the crowd and saying this, I don't like this dungeon. First off, annoying thing about this, 2 keys, right here. I'm gonna try to snipe one, because once they get going, they're hard to deal with. Yeah, hard. Oh, I thought that would alert the other one. Okay, cool. So if you go over here, you're in this little alcove, and you can't tell where they are, and they're above you or below you, and you can't really just, man, it's hard to get them. So, arrows is fun. There's a skeleton over there that I can't do anything about. I mean, I could blow it up with my arrows, but my hook shot's nowhere near long enough to get that. So yeah, and there's like no other closer place I could do that. So I guess we'll just have to wait. Alright, now here's the annoying thing. There's these slowly descending platforms, which I need to hook shot onto. The dot will show up. There we go. Gotta get on one of these lower ones and hope it doesn't just like kill me. Now you've got to slowly ascend this while you're slowly descending on the waterfall. And if you take too much time, you'll be losing progress, and you can die here because this happens. Yay! if you're not quick enough, then oh, I disturbed the bats. I disturbed the bats. Ah, keys, keys, and those keys will haunt you while you're trying to do the lower puzzle if you just try to ignore them. So you're gonna end up using arrows. And, ow! Yeah, these keys are really more annoying enemy placement. This dungeon seems to do that a lot. It seems to be putting enemies in there for no other reason than just to piss you off. I mean, it doesn't really add any more challenge. It's just like, oh, we're gonna add a little bit more cheap damage into this. So yeah. Yeah, on top of this place being confusing, there's annoying enemy placement, there's confusing puzzles, this place is massive and hard to navigate, everything looks the same, and this is kind of only for me, but I'm not super quick with a hook shot because of my controller limitation. Like my controller's joystick is very sensitive, so to get it to a specific spot, even if it's as big as one of these things, it's kind of difficult. Also, if you come in here with one key, you have to leave and come back later after you've found that other small key. So that's why keys are important. Alright, now here is a room that I don't have too much of a problem with. Well, it is still kind of one of those annoying rooms because these tektites that you have to deal with right away or else they'll haunt you later. So I'm just gonna get rid of these guys. Okay, I just shot you with an arrow and you didn't really do anything about it. Okay, they take 2 arrows to kill, which is a little annoying because why isn't it moving? That's so weird. Do you not feel pain? You like shrieked in pain. But okay, whatever. Anyways, the thing about this room is this crystal here. If you hit it, and I don't really want to waste any more arrows, you can hit it and it'll turn blue. It's kind of a mini representation of the entire dungeon, changing water levels. There's only 2 water levels in here though, low and high. And this one switch, which is easy to hit, activates both of them. So you have to change the water levels from higher to lower to access different things, which is kind of a neat little allegory for the entire dungeon. Well, allegory is the right term. And I do like this here. You have to climb over this dragon head to get over here because that's the only way you can do that, showing that you can climb on these dragon heads. Also, and no, this dragon head really is no other reason to be here because if you try to hookshot to it, you'll just fall in the water. But the hookshot there, that's what you're supposed to use. This dragon head has no other purpose than to show you that. So then you come over here, hookshot to this dragon head. Then you bring down the water level again. Just bringing down the dragon heads because of, as I said earlier, the ballast on the bottom of them. You climb on top, hit the crystal one final time, and then you've got annoying tektites that are jerkishly placed. Yeah, these tektites will knock you off. Also, more annoying enemy placement, this like, which is one of the most annoying enemies in Zelda history. The way I like to deal with this thing is just throw a bunch of bombs at it. I've proved earlier they won't eat bombs, but if I can throw a bomb close enough to it, that'll deal with it rather quickly. 2 bombs should take it down, and you're not really using your bombs for anything more. And if you've been following along, you should have the upgraded bomb bag. There's some magic, which I haven't really been using. I don't really seem to use my magic a lot in this game. I mean, the spin attack, I just use the quick spin, which doesn't consume any magic. And whoa. Yeah, I don't really use Din's Fire for his wind a lot, even though I probably should. This place is cool looking. It's all misty and stuff. And oh, it looks like this door is locked. Huh. Well, maybe I can go back and find a switch or something and wait. What is that? Whoa, Navi, what is this? Dark Link, conquer yourself. Okay, this is Dark Link. He will basically do any move that you do. Like, I try to do a slash, he does the exact same slash, and you can counter it. if you do a stab, then he'll jump on your sword and counter you. Luckily, he doesn't really do damage to you there. So yeah, this guy can be pretty annoying. He'll do his back jumps if you try to do the spin attack, so he won't get hurt. And he's really a bitch to fight. But fortunately, he's using the Master Sword. So if we bump out the Bigoron sword, then that will completely ruin his day and possibly some of tomorrow as well. Din's Fire is also an effective way to deal with this guy. It doesn't do very much damage, but if you've got your double magic meter, then you might as well burn some of it up if you don't have the Bigoron sword yet. Also, this is kind of a good reason to get the Bigoron sword before you come to this temple because of this guy. This guy is really hard if you are using the Master Sword. With the Bigoron sword, he doesn't have his own Bigoron sword. He doesn't switch when you do that. Also, one of the coolest mini-boss fights in the entire game. Another reason why it's cool, because you can see everything was an illusion afterwards. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. And then, after the mini-boss, we come in here and claim our prize. We have acquired the long shot. You found the long shot. It's an upgraded hook shot. It extends twice as far. So yeah, now we've got a better hook shot. We basically just found a bunch of chain and added it to our already existing hook shot, or at least that's how I see it. Because it's not like we dropped the old hook shot in there if we found the new long shot, which is also a pretty ridiculous name, but whatever. Here's another time stone, so we can just get rid of that. And yeah, I think we're about halfway done with this temple so far. So yeah, that's nice. Okay. So I'm gonna go down there for possibly the most annoying room in this dungeon temple in the next episode. So this is me, Thrasho2, saying be cool, save often, and don't do anything I wouldn't.